What's going on, guys? If you are wondering how to correctly organize and pack your backpack, we're going to answer that question in this video. My name is Jeremiah Stringer. If you're new to the channel, we talk about all things hiking and backpacking. So if you love getting out on trail, consider subscribing. If you look down here, I have all the things that go into my pack. And I kind of have them organized. This will be more of the stuff inside the pack. All this stuff somehow goes outside. So here's the thing. There is not really a correct way to organize your backpack or my backpack or anybody's backpack for that matter. See, the thing is, you have your own preferences, you have your own gear, and at the end of the day, how you pack yours is going to be different than how I pack mine. So I'll show you how I pack it, but that doesn't mean it's correct. Every person is going to pack theirs a little bit differently. So what I would encourage you to do is, after you watch this video, seek out some other resources, see how other people do it. Alright, let's get it. This is not a video on all my gear. I've already done a video of that. The stuff that I take with me out on trail. If you want to check it out, you can check that link right there. Alright, first thing, I like to use a contractor bag as my dry sack. And I basically use it as a pack liner. A lot of people, what they do is they'll take their sleeping bag, they'll put it in first, and they'll actually stick it in the backpack liner to give something of sustenance to put down in there. Okay, my beautiful wife will come over here. She's my camera person, and kind of let you see down in here the way I'm going to do this. Stuff your sleeping bag as far down as you can. That's the first thing I do. And then take a look at this. These are my sleeping clothes or extra clothes. I basically use those to fill in the space around the sleeping bag because my pack is pretty big, and to fill out the space evenly and kind of keep the weight even, I'll just take, like, that was a shirt, a sleeping shirt, here's sleeping shorts, sometimes I'll take pants, extra underwear, and some socks to sleep in. Next up, this is one of my luxury items. It is a camping pillow or backpacking pillow. I stuffed that down in there, and the idea is, if you check out this diagram, you want to distribute the weight evenly, and you want to put that light stuff at the bottom. Alright, next up, I'm using a sleeping bag liner on this trip. I don't use it in the summer. It is great to help keep your sleeping bag clean. I actually take 2 pillows. I can feel you judging me right now. I know you are, because you're like, this guy, I bet his pack weighs like 65 pounds because he's got all kinds of luxury items. Don't you judge me. I see you. I lost a ton of weight in the last few years, and it hurts whenever my knees are laying on top of each other and I'm a side sleeper. So I like an extra pillow to keep between my knees. Don't judge me. Next up, beside my huge tent, this is my mattress pad. It's not a Neo Air X-Lite, but I plan on buying one of those really soon. And that's about it that goes inside the dry bag. You probably can't see it super well, but basically I stuck my sleeping bag in, and then I kind of fill in the dead space around it, and I put my mattress pad on top of that. That takes up like 30% of the backpack. If you take it and twist it, you tuck it down, then hopefully nothing in there gets wet. That's the idea, because you never want to get your sleeping clothes wet and your sleeping bag. I like to pretty much order things in the order that I'm going to need them throughout the day while I'm hiking, because this is for an overnight hike. That's why I'm taking a shelter. So I actually do my tent next. It's a Tri-Arch 3. If you want to check it out, I actually gave a tour of it, quick tour. You can check it out above. And you just want to stuff it in there. Nothing special about it. Easy peasy. You just stuff it in there. It's not gonna hurt it. Just stuff it in. Power tip. This Osprey has like all these straps, all these buckles. So you want to make sure that they're loose whenever you're stuffing this stuff down in there. Just FYI. So stuff, and then I will try to distribute the weight evenly as I start stacking, because you're pretty much going to organize it in compartments. That's going to help keep it organized so that you know exactly where everything is, because every time you take things out of your pack, you want to put them back in the exact same order, or at least I do, so I'm efficient and I know exactly where everything's at. I kind of have the philosophy that if everything's in its place, I rarely will lose something. So this is my kitchen. Yours could be different, but I got a stuff sack, and I organize mine like this. I put the lid in the stuff sack, and then I take a collapsible cup. I know, more luxury items. And then I take my cooking pot, which right now is really heavy. I'm gonna upgrade it soon. Next, I take a bandana. You don't have to bring all this extra stuff if you don't want, but I bring a bandana. I'm voted cleanest cooking pot on the trail like 50 years in a row, even though I'm 26, because I take a scrubber with me. I know I can use my finger or the bandana. And then I take my stove and stick it in there. I take my fuel and stick it in there. And then my spork. Look at that spork. Would you just look at it. Look at that spork. Stick that in there. Boom. Shakalaka. Cinch it up. And then here's how you put it in the bag. You basically just stick it in there like that. And if we get the aerial view, babe, can you get that aerial view? You're doing a fantastic job. You can see that there's all this empty space here. Well, depending on what gear you're packing, we need to stick something here to kind of keep this the weight evenly distributed. Last thing I like to stick inside there is this big clump of cordage you're seeing. I stick that in there next to my kitchen, and then you still have this empty space. So I'll stop leaving you hanging. The empty space, I put my food there. I put it in a ditty bag. Right now I have just like a 12-liter Osprey bag. Fill it up with food and you stick it right there. And that is everything that goes inside the bag. And cinch that sucker up. Now, I'm not going to buckle it yet. Next thing I do is, mine has, it's pretty cool, these two pockets here on both sides. So I take advantage of these, and I like to put my first aid kit, which is very minimal. Guess what? If you want to check out what's in here, linked above. You like that? Yeah, it's linked above. I stick my first aid kit in there, and then sometimes, you know, nature's gonna call, so I'll keep, you know, my toilet paper and my deuce of spades and baby wipes or wet ones or whatever you take. I'll keep it in that same pocket. And then I always know this pocket, I know exactly where it is. My other pocket, I got like my toiletries, as in like baby powder, toothbrush, that kind of stuff. I keep it on the outside of the pack. They're in Ziploc bags. I'm not really worried about them getting wet. The toilet paper I am. You don't want to be out there with that toilet paper. Leaves are bad news. Okay. And then you'll notice most backpacks have this big mesh pocket. In mine, I like to keep my rain gear, so these are just frog togs because I'm cheap. My wife actually bought those for Christmas for me. Thanks, babe.
Now I'm cheap too.
Rain pants and a rain jacket, and I keep it on the outside of the pack because I want them there. If it starts to downpour, I don't want to have to get in my bag and start scrounging around in there. So keep them on the outside so they're handy. Oh, I almost forgot. These freaking heavy camp shoes, I like to stick those in here too. I haven't lost one yet. These are kind of annoying. I may change that. 100% chance that this is going to change at some point. All right, let's finish up the outside of the bag. So you'll notice that we don't have very much stuff left. We got my butt pad, the Z seat. I don't know why. I guess because it's handy. Because you know, you take breaks and you sit down and stuff. But I like to keep this hooked right here. Some people put their tent down here. Some people put their sleeping bag down here. And if you're not keeping it in a waterproof bag, or if you're in a rainy area, I think that's kind of stupid to keep it down there. We can snap this up. You can cinch down the straps. We're almost ready to rock and roll. I may just hit the trail right after this video. I mean, I already got my gear on. So I have this, I think it's 10-liter brain on top of here. Maybe 8-liter, I can't remember. But it's got a couple of pockets on it, and I take advantage of those too. Unless I don't want to, and then I take this brain off because it's detachable. This first pocket, for some reason I decided to keep my filter in there. So I always know where it is. And then the very tip top pocket, it's really cool in the Osprey bags, or at least the one I have, it's got this little hook. I guess most backpacks have it, but this is my wallet. I know, weird. I will take it and like hook this into the little red hook. That way, unless I lose my backpack, I'm not gonna lose my wallet. I'll hook my keys to that too. And then take a look at what we have left. Electronics. All my cords, that kind of stuff. And then lastly, I got 2 smart water bottles and my tent poles. You're like, well, what are you gonna do with these tent poles? Well, I'll show you. Check this out. First, the smart water bottles. I love that the Osprey packs. It's got the little side pouches. And if you check this out, you can actually reach behind you and grab your water out while you're hiking so you don't have to stop. Look at that. There's trash in there. I know. I picked up trash from the last time we were hiking. Pick up a piece a day, folks. And then the tent poles, I actually keep in the same pocket as my water bottle. And that's it. That's it. Like I said, there's no correct way. That's just the way that I do it. So you do it however you want. I ain't judging you, even though you're judging me for having all this crap. If you liked the video, make sure to smash the like button. Hey, you know what? If you liked it that much, why don't you just subscribe? Just subscribe. And you know what? Kick the notification bell for the latest notifications. We'll see you in the next video.